Hello friends, I am from Biology faculty of QLS Academy. Today we are going to learn about crop management and production. I'm sure you will all enjoy today's learning. Let's start with our lesson of today. Now students, let me ask you a question. Can you live without food? Can you live without food for even a day? The answer is obviously no. It is very difficult for you to live without food. Now can you name any organism that doesn't require food? You cannot, because every living organism in this planet requires food. Now why do living organisms require food? हम रोज़ खाना क्यों खाते हैं? हमारी मम्मी रोज़ इतने डिलीशियस फूड क्यों बनाती है हमारे लिए? It is because we need food and our body requires energy. The energy from the food is utilized by organism for carrying out various different bodily functions such as digestion, respiration, excretion, etc. अब हमें food मिलता कहाँ से है? We get our food from plants and animals. We cannot prepare our own food, but plants can certainly make their own food. अब हमें ये तो पता है कि हमें फूड प्लांट से मिलता है, बट कभी आपने ये सोचा है कि पूरी कंट्री जैसे इंडिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, इतनी बड़ी पॉपुलेशन होती है, इस पूरी पॉपुलेशन को फूड मिलता कहाँ से है? हर एक इंडिविजुअल तो अपना खुद का फूड प्लांट से प्रिपेयर नहीं कर सकता. थिंक अबाउट इट. It is because of the farmers. In order to provide food for large population, regular production, proper management and distribution of food is very necessary. Now you already know that agriculture is the occupation of farmers. Now what is actually agriculture? Agriculture is the systematic raising of useful plants and livestock under the management of a man. When the same kind of plants are grown in the field on a large scale to obtain food like cereals, pulses, vegetables, fruits, etc. is called as crop. मतलब फील्ड में सब एक तरह के ही प्लांट्स होंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इन अ वीट फील्ड सारे प्लांट्स वीट के होंगे, तभी हम उसे क्रॉप कहेंगे. हम चपाती खाते हैं जो वीट से बनता है, हम राइस खाते हैं, हम दाल खाते हैं जो पल्सेस से बनता है. इसके अलावा हम फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स भी खाते हैं. फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स भी काइंड ऑफ क्रॉप्स ही होते हैं. सो क्रॉप्स कैन बी ऑफ डिफरेंट टाइप्स. नंबर 1 इज सीरियल क्रॉप्स. Examples include wheat, paddy, maize, millets, barley, etc. Second is pulses. The examples include gram, peas, beans. Third is oil seeds. Examples mustard, groundnut, sunflower, etc. Now vegetables, very common. Tomato, cabbages, spinach, etc. Fruits like banana, grapes, mango, oranges. These are all different kinds of crops. ना स्टूडेंट्स, जब समर वेकेशंस होती है तब आप घूमने के लिए आउट ऑफ स्टेशन इंडिया में जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल राजस्थान जाएंगे तो वहाँ बहुत गर्मी मिलेगी, मनाली जाएंगे तो वहाँ ठंडी मिलेगी, केरला जाएंगे तो ह्यूमिडिटी मिलेगी. फ्रॉम दिस वी कैन से दैट क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस इन इंडिया इज डाइवर्स. Therefore, the climatic conditions like temperature, humidity and rainfall vary from one region to another. Since there is so much diversity in the climatic conditions, therefore rich varieties of crops are grown throughout the country. Despite this diversity, two broad cropping patterns can be observed in India. These are number 1 kharif crops. The crops which are sown in the rainy season. इनको हम rainy seasons में उगाते हैं, उनको हम कहते हैं kharif crops. The sowing for kharif crops starts in June and July at the beginning of southwest monsoon because these crops need substantial amount of water. उन्हें ज़्यादा पानी की ज़रूरत होती है. Now what is sowing? Now sowing is the process of planting seeds जिससे plants grow होंगे and then हमें crops मिलेंगे. Now kharif crops are harvested at the end of the monsoon season during September or October. Now what is harvesting? Harvesting is the process of gathering a ripe crop from the fields. Examples of kharif crops include paddy, maize, millet, soybean, groundnut, cottons, etc. Now paddy is grown only in rainy season because it requires a lot of water. A paddy or a paddy field is a field that is kept flooded with water and is used for growing rice. Now if a wheat is sown in the kharif season, it will not grow well. It is because wheat plants cannot tolerate too much of water in the rainy season. Now second type of crops are rabi crops. These crops are grown in winter season are called as rabi crops. The time period of rabi crops is generally from October to March. The sowing for rabi crops starts at the beginning of winter and the crops are harvested by March or April. Examples of rabi crops include wheat, gram, pea, mustard, linseeds, etc. Now, what are the basic practices of crop production? कभी आपने अपने घर या स्कूल के गार्डनर को काम करते हुए देखा है? गार्डनर खुदाई करता है, सीड्स डालता है, पानी डालता है, बीच बीच में वो दवाई भी डालता है पौधों ताकि उनकी फसल अच्छी हो. A farmer also works much like a gardener but on a large scale. बड़े बड़े फील्ड्स में क्रॉप को उगाया जाता है और फिर उनकी देखभाल की जाती है. Now, cultivation of crops involves several activities undertaken by the farmer over a period of time. These activities or tasks are referred to as agricultural practices. Now, what are the activities? Number 1 is the preparation of soil. Number 2 is sowing. 3. Adding of manures and fertilizers. 4 is irrigation. 5th, protection from weeds. 6th is harvesting, and 7 finally the storage of the crops grown. Now let's talk about each of these practices in details. First is the preparation of soil. The upper layer of the earth is actually called as soil. The crop plants are generally grown in the soil. Soil provides mineral, water, humus and fixing to the plants. The soil is prepared for sowing the seeds of the crop by number 1 plowing, number 2 leveling, and number 3 manuring. Now, what is plowing? The process of loosening and turning of soil is called as plowing. Plowing of the field is done by using an instrument called as plow. Now, plow are made up of wood or iron and they have an iron tip for easy penetration into the soil. The plows are pulled by a tractor or a pair of bullocks. हम प्लॉइंग करते क्यों हैं? हम डायरेक्ट सोइंग क्यों नहीं कर सकते सॉइल में? We do plowing because the loose soil allows the plant roots to penetrate freely and deeply into the soil so that the plants are held more firmly to the ground. Number 2, the loose soil allows the roots of the plant to breathe easily. Number 3, the loose soil help in the growth of worms and microbes present in the soil who are friends of the farmer. And number 4, lastly, it also uproots and buries weeds standing in the field. Unwanted plants को भी plowing remove कर देते हैं. Now, what is leveling? The removal of topsoil by wind and water is called as soil erosion. The plowed soil is leveled by pressing with a wooden leveler so that the topsoil is not blown away by a wind or drained off by a water. Now, the leveling of plowed soil is beneficial because the leveling of plowed fields prevent the top fertile soil from being carried away by strong winds or washed away by rainwater. Also, the leveling of plowed fields help in the uniform distribution of water throughout the fields during irrigation. And lastly, the leveling of plowed fields help in the preventing the loss of moisture. Now, the leveling of plowed soil in the field is done by using an instrument called as leveler. You can see the image of a leveler here. It is heavy wooden plank or in just an iron plank. The last step in the preparation of soil is manuring. Manure is added to the soil before plowing. Addition of manure to soil before plowing helps in proper mixing of manures with the soil. Manuring is done to increase the fertility of soil before seeds are sown in it. Now, sowing. हम soil को तो prepare कर लिया. Next step is sowing. Now, what is actually sowing? The process of scattering seeds in the ground soil for growing the crops plant is called as sowing. Before sowing, good quality seeds are selected. हम हाई क्वालिटी सीड्स को सिलेक्ट करते हैं ताकि हमें ईल्ड लास्ट में जो ईल्ड मिले वो अच्छा मिले. नाउ मेथड्स ऑफ सोइंग सीड्स. देयर आर जनरली 2 मेथड्स ऑफ सोइंग द सीड्स इन द सॉइल. दे आर नंबर 1 सोइंग बाय हैंड. हम मैनुअली सोइंग करते हैं एंड सेकेंड इज सोइंग विद अ सीड ड्रिल. हम एक मशीन के थ्रू सोइंग करते हैं. नाउ सोइंग बाय हैंड. द सीड्स आर टेकन इन हैंड एंड ग्रेजुअली स्कैटर्ड इन द एंटायर प्लॉट फील्ड. हम जस्ट सीड्स को ऐसे हाथ से स्कैटर कर देते हैं. Now, disadvantage, there is no proper spacing or proper depth at which seeds are sown. Seeds कहीं पे भी जाके गिर सकते हैं. The seeds scattered in the field on the surface of the soil for sowing can be picked up and eaten by birds. हम seeds को ऐसे ही फेंकते हैं तो birds उनको आसानी से खा सकते हैं. Now second method is sowing with a seed drill. हम एक मशीन है seed drill, उसके थ्रू sowing करते हैं. Now what is a seed drill? A seed drill is a long iron tube having a funnel at the top of it. The seed drill is tied to back of a plow and seeds are put into the funnel of the seed drill. As the plow moves furrows in the soil, the seeds from the seed drill are gradually released and sown into the soil. Now what are the advantages? The seeds are sown at the correct depth and correct interval. उनके seeds के बीच में correct depth होगा, एक specific distance होगा. Seeds gets covered by soil. Due to this, the seeds cannot be picked up and eaten by the birds. Third is the seeds sown with a seed drill are in regular rows. वो एक regular rows में sown होते हैं. And lastly, it saves time and labor. Now precautions for sowing seeds. Now what all precautions should we take before sowing seeds? The seeds should be sown at right depth and at right distance. The seeds should be sown at right interval. The seeds should not be sown in a dry soil. सूखे मिट्टी पे seeds को हम sown नहीं कर सकते हैं. Now seeds should not be sown in highly wet soil. बहुत ही गीली मिट्टी है उसमें भी हम seeds को sown नहीं कर सकते हैं. आपने अपने gardeners को कभी बोलते हुए तो सुना ही होगा कि पौधों में खाद डालना है. Now what is this खाद? खाद क्या होता है? खाद actually manures होते हैं. Now what is a manure? A manure is a natural substance obtained by the decomposition of animal waste, human waste, plants residue by the action of microorganisms which supply essential elements and humus to the soil and make it more fertile. हम manures को घर में भी बना सकते हैं. कैसे? घर में जितने भी kitchen waste हैं such as vegetable waste, stale bread, tissue, paper towels etc. इनको हम एक गड्ढा खोद के उसमें डाल दें और फिर सॉइल से कवर कर दें और कुछ दिन तक इसको अनडिस्टर्ब रहने दें ताकि जो भी चीज़ें अंदर है वो मैन्योर्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाए. नाउ व्हाई डू वी नीड टू ऐड मैन्योर्स इनटू द सॉइल? हम सॉइल में मैन्योर्स क्यों डालते हैं? नाउ रिपीटेड ग्रोइंग ऑफ क्रॉप्स इन द सेम फील्ड रिमूव अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशियस मिनरल्स एंड एलिमेंट्स, ऑर्गेनिक मैटर एंड अदर मटेरियल्स फ्रॉम द सॉइल. जब हम एक ही सॉइल में बार बार क्रॉप्स को ग्रो करते हैं तो सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी ख़त्म हो जाती है, कम हो जाती है. और अगर इसी सॉइल में हम फिर से दूसरे क्रॉप्स को ग्रो करेंगे तो हमें यील्ड अच्छी बिल्कुल नहीं मिलेगी. नाउ द डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ प्लांट न्यूट्रिएंट्स एंड ऑर्गेनिक मैटर इन द सॉइल इज मेड बाय एडिंग मैन्योर्स एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स इन द सॉइल. अब हमने फर्टिलाइजर्स वर्ड भी यूज़ किया है. नाउ व्हाट इज़ दिस फर्टिलाइजर? अ फर्टिलाइजर इज़ अ केमिकल सब्सटेंस which is made up of a salt or an organic compound containing the necessary plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, so that the soil can be made into fertile one. For example, fertilizers include urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, NPK, etc. Now they provide quick replenishment of plant nutrients in the soil and restore soil's fertility. They are easily absorbed by the plants. नाउ अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. जब हम क्रॉप्स के लिए मैन्योर्स यूज़ करते हैं तो फर्टिलाइजर्स की ज़रूरत क्यों पड़ती है? ऑब्वियसली देयर माइट बी सम डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन द टू. नाउ मैन्योर्स आर नेचुरल सब्सटेंसेस ऑब्टेन्ड बाय डीकम्पोजिशन व्हाइल chemical fertilizers is a salt and an organic compound. A manure is not very rich in essential plant nutrients while fertilizers are rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, etc. A manure provides a lot of humus to the soil. Fertilizers does not provide any humus to the soil. A manure is absorbed slowly by the plants while fertilizers are easily absorbed by the plants. So students, we learned about different types of crops and some of the agricultural practices like preparation of soil, sowing and adding of manures and fertilizers. In next lesson, we will learn about some more agricultural practices. Hope you enjoyed today's learning. If you have any doubt or query, kindly go to the following link.